Hello everybody, welcome back Space Engineers. We are currently embodying Molar's rear camera, as you can see, Molar rear. Did a bunch of work. I'm actually recording this after, this is voiced over. He did a lot of great work, right up until he did this. Not sure what happened to him. I gave him a program that could regulate his speed. And he made it inside here, and then he quickly started to destroy himself. So I quickly tried to stop him, because, you know, we just fixed him. Just got you back on your feet, Molar. And you're doing so good. What I think happened is he's still rotating. He still has gyros. I don't know what happened to him, but I think it was something to do with the gravity. Because he just killed me. What a jerk. But I go back down. I can remote into Molar here. You can see I'm inside him. I'm not controlling him right now. All the gyros are off, so I don't know why he was rotating. So I assume it was because of gravity. But you look at the camera, you got a pretty strange view right now. So I go ahead and turn off all the gravity, because I've now decided that that's probably what happened, is he got stuck spinning in there, and then maybe the gravity did something. Okay, so these are all the new gravity generators for our grav shaft. So I disabled the gravity, and now let's go rescue him. See, I did this all the other night. Oh, hello. But I'm not usually set up to record with the microphone, so if I'm just playing, I can record video and the game sounds, and sometimes I fail to record the game sounds, but yeah, it's not very easy for me to just grab my mic and start recording. So here we go. Let's go rescue Molar. So you can see his little track, and then all of a sudden he just started digging straight in. So for whatever the reason, I'm not sure, and he's gone. Molar's gone. Or is he? Molar. There he is. He's fine. Molar's just fine. Oh god. He's becoming less fine. He's... Molar? Molar. Molar? Molar! Why? Well, that just happened. Well, yesterday. Is there anything left? Can I take a souvenir? Molar? You got like a hubcap or something I could take with me? Cherish for all time. Maybe it was you. No. Anyway, guys, so Molar is dead. So now we're live. Live! Back in action. Alright. Well, let's go over a few things. So yeah, there you can see this nice little groove. It's working very well. So yeah, I found a program, so we'll get that back on him. We have to bring Molar back to life, guys. So, yeah. Is he still showing up? Nah. He's gone. But anyway, before we do that, grab ball. So I played around a bit. You guys have provided suggestions, and I like it. Keep giving me suggestions. They are awesome. Except this one. This was terrible. No. Okay, so the gravity field. I've been messing around. You guys have suggested before, like, pulsing the gravity generator, so it's not always running. I like that idea. I don't know if it will make a difference. Will it? Like, you could pulse a generator with... What are you? Are you like a solid thing? Oh, you are. Do I still have my drill? I do. Get away. Get away! What I would like to see is a minimal size for asteroid. So if you break off a small enough piece, it will just convert to a floating object or something like that. So you don't get these, like, death spires. Okay, you're good. So yeah, I don't know if, like if you pulse a gravity generator, let's say it's on for 1 second, off for 1 second. Is that any different than having a gravity generator that's twice as strong? I don't know. Someone do the math, physics. Okay. So what I did instead, I didn't mess around with the pulsing, but I didn't notice any benefit from it. But it might have been just the way I did it. So if you guys have exact kind of method where you've had success using that, let me know and I will try again. What I've done instead is add a second gravity generator. So this kind of gives me the ability to have low gravity out here where Molar will be working. So he shouldn't be pulled. And this is how it was when he died. So it obviously didn't help if it was gravity, in fact, that killed him. And then once you get in here, it gets stronger. So what I'm hoping is ores won't get up to speed as quickly. They'll just slowly coast here until they get up here. And then they should get accelerated and shot out. But considering there's no ores being generated, these ones here are having a hard time getting out. And you're not moving at all. Are you out of the field? But anyway, let's head up. Oh, and the other gravity's not on, so they're just staying down there. Well, hello there. Okay, so let's turn gravity off down there, because we want to save on power. That is one benefit of pulsing, maybe. But again, I don't know if it's any better than just having a gravity generator on all the time at half the setting kind of thing. I think I said twice the setting last time. I meant half the setting. Listen to what I say. No, wait, don't listen to what I say. Listen to what I mean. See, that's a perfect example. Okay, gravity shaft. Let's turn that on. Where are you? And we can show on HUD. So this was another suggestion, and I like it. Well, not here. Up higher. So this is the same. And I'm still tweaking it. So there's waste. Lots of inefficiency and waste. But this was a suggestion. To add in some barriers. And I think this is what you meant. I kind of had the thought of it as well. And this is what I was envisioning. Oh, look at this ginormous thing coming. Holy hell! Is that from Molar? Is that going to smash through? No, it got picked up. That made it all the way back? Good job. Most of it was filled with stone, but the new drills that got added on probably got filled up with iron right before they get exploded. So yeah, what this should do, these guys are at full force. So this is another issue. We keep adding all this gravity. It's just gonna, this thing is gonna be so power hungry. But anyway, you can see here, this is at full 1G, and I could probably tone it down, but I figured I'd start at max. And you probably won't be able to see it now. But I've seen ores basically ricochet off the wall. So it's like a virtual barrier almost. It's like a kind of a shield in a sense, but just for the ores. So if you're drifting, you would just bounce off. And then it actually helped as well, because I used to be getting ores stuck right here. But now that's it within this field, and now it gets pushed out to the center. And then I'm still occasionally seeing stuff stay up right at the top here. And now I see why. Because it doesn't go to the glass. Aha! Aha! Okay, well let's fix that right now. And hit buttons really fast over and over again. Okay, well that solves that dilemma. So grav collectors. So we just have to increase the something. I don't know which one it is. Okay, you are at 7.3, you are at 6.5. Let's try this one. That's the one. So I should make it at least above the glass, or at the glass. So probably 7.5. That looks pretty good. Those aren't moving yet, though. Why aren't you moving? Not updated? Alright, well, let's try to bring Molar back to life. And I thought we could try to do it in this. He fits in there. If we had M coupling, he wouldn't fit anyway. I figured we could build him off M coupling. I guess we could build him from that side this way. But instead, I think we'll just do it like a landing gear style. Apparently I don't have anything in my inventory because I've probably died over and over again. Okay. Drill. Go away. Alright, and access hatch. Alright. So we are out of iron again. Well, I got some more there before Mhler suicided. He just doesn't want to work with us anymore. But it's okay, guys. We have his consciousness downloaded. So we can just build a new shell and upload him like magic. Alright, so what we're going to do is the old-fashioned way. So I will make a reactor here. And a projector. And we will project Molar up, get him kind of lined up roughly with the connector, or hopefully right with the connector if I can. And then we will start building him from the inside out. So hopefully we can bring these welders together and sandwich him in, and then we'll slowly build them out. So once it stops welding, we'll move it out a notch and do it again. I have upped the welding speed to 5 times for today's episode, because I do feel the way small blocks get welded is pretty buggy, and it should be quicker than it is, in my opinion. So I like having the slow character speed, but I do want the ships to actually be fast. So I don't know if it is possible. Oh god, look at all that stuff. I don't know if it is possible just to mod weld speeds on ships, but if it is, I'd be okay with using a mod like that, because I would like my ships to weld faster, and then I could weld more on camera. But I want to be encouraged to use my ship instead of, if I can weld just as fast or faster with my character. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're over there. Why would I use a ship other than for welding multiple blocks at once, which is handy, and putting the parts in again, which is handy. But if it's quicker for me to put parts in and then get out and weld myself, that's kind of silly. So yeah, if that is possible, let me know, guys. I would be up for using that kind of mod. All right, so let me get this stuff ready, and we'll begin. Powering down. I don't think I can reach. Maybe from below? It's bound to work. I still haven't fixed the grinders. Shh. Yes! Alright, this is now built. I just gotta throw a little bit of uranium in there. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this method. I think this is kind of a very basic method of doing a blueprint, very minimalistic, right? If you want to build a small ship off of pretty much nothing. I think this is probably one of the easier ways to go about it. I'm sure ways you guys have suggested to me earlier on in the series. So now we're going to project this. I did, luckily, update the blueprint right after I finished Molar there. I unfortunately did not update him after I messed around with him a bunch. So I tweaked, configured, some groups were broken, some gyros weren't set up. Oh, I think that's when it refreshes and loads up your workshop ones that it resets the list. So, yeah, it doesn't have any of that. So that might have been why he screwed up, too. I might not have found something else that was broken. So here he is. So I'm naming him, so version 1, and then 50 is the episode. So that way I know when he's from. So this is actually Molar from episode 20. This is the one from when I first built him. So when we were projecting him before, last episode, that was actually the projection from when he first was built. So he didn't have any of the changes, like with all of his ejectors, which I think was present in this one. I assume. Or maybe this was in a creative world that I built him. Yeah, this is probably the original creative blueprint we used to build him. Anyway. Or that I don't know. Okay. Anyway, this is the one we want. Molar! Oh, and he's almost like right in the right spot. How convenient is that? So he's upside down. Oh, he has some of the changes. He has the sound block. Yes. He doesn't have the programmer block, but that was temporarily on his outside. Okay, let me flip him around. Roll, roll, roll. Nearly got it. Okay, I think I have to go forward 1 and up 1 more. Is that right? Oh, look how close it is. I might have to move him forward 1 more block. So close. Hopefully the connector still connects. I'm gonna use the connector basically just to put fuel in him once, because this is temporary and we're not gonna leave it as part of his ship. What am I doing? See, start talking. No brain. I don't think I have much of a brain when I'm talking either, but you don't want to lose even more than you had. Okay, it's so little to begin with. That's not the right one. You are. Alright. Yeah, that'll still connect. Okay. So what we want to do now, we got to use this thing in complete manual mode, which is going to go extraordinarily well, I'm sure. Could do it with like a cockpit or with the remote controls. Let's do that. Do you still have a remote control on here? I did. Okay, I put it back. I think I had to remove it. Wasn't Tortwing? Oh yeah, he's below. I see you. So here we go. We got our control group down here, so I should be able to do things. Go figure. Okay, so we do need the piston welders. So I need to know if those are on. And I'm going to use reverse and reset to control their directions. I want to make sure the sensors for them are off so that we're not using those. And I'll do that manually. Although once it's in the very middle, I wonder if we could use them to like go out and then back in. Let's not risk it. We don't want parts in the middle not getting done. Okay, I guess that's pretty much it. We don't need to rotate them. I do need to turn the welders on, so let's get those. And that's the one without the sensors. So yeah, let's not try with the sensors. Okay. I'll just save, you know, just in case the world explodes. Could happen. Alright. So they are on. So I should be able to reset velocity and bring them all the way in. And then hopefully oh, we gotta do one more thing. Oh god. Damn it. Oh good, it went back. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. For now, I'll just get rid of this. It's gonna be in the way, and I want to redo it anyway. Okay, I think that should be enough clearance. Might be just... we can get rid of the rotor too. What I forgot to do is we have to attach the projector... No. We have to attach this projector up to the ship, at least temporarily. So we'll just create the stem, and then once we can connect to a surface, which there aren't that many too, maybe we can connect to his fin. So I think if we put a block there, now it's going to let us start welding these blocks. So hopefully we get those close enough to that. They start welding basically this row, the middle row, and hopefully this row, and that will also put the connector in. I don't think it'll be able to put the cargo container, so hopefully nothing's attached to the cargo container that's in this center line or at the front or something, which I can't remember. There might be. Alright, so let's try that again. Mobile, remote, control, and in. Please don't hit, please don't hit, please don't hit. Oh, it's definitely gonna hit that. Forgot. It's weird how that stuff, like some stuff can like push and phase through. Okay. 4 times a chum. Just as successful as last time. Remote, control, go. And close. I guess this is 3rd time, right? So don't turn the welders on yet. We want to get all the way in. Good. I wonder... Let's decrease the limits again a bit. So piston, welder right, welder left. So they're at minimal distance 0.3. Why don't we bring it all the way down? There we go. Actually, I don't think there's much reason not to. Now that it has like the sensors, it wouldn't crush Tortwing. Okay, so now let's do it. This is awesome. Should we get closer? Look into his soul. I can see your soul, Molar. It's delicious. Is that weird? Sounds a little weird, isn't it? Yeah. 10 times speed for the win. No, 5 times. 10 times would be even better. So it's interesting. It's definitely like building into the welders. You can see this part's making it in. I can't tell if the light made it or if that's a projection. Oh no, that one just got placed. He's alive. I mean, truthfully, we could pump out a lot of molars. The issue is they would like probably run into each other. Or produce more ores that could get out before despawning anyway. I'm not too sure. We could probably make them semi-avoid each other. Always turn right or something if there's a small ship in front of them. That way if they're heading towards each other, they should veer off in different directions. So it's only if one like came at the right angle that maybe he could hit it. If he just like kept turning into it or something. Cool. Alright, well let me just let this go until it is done, and then we will move it out and do it again. Get a better angle. Was that a funny angle? Okay, looks like it's done. I said. Okay. Looks like it's done. And next we're going to basically, I guess, go back into the remote. Let's turn off the welders, or should we? We could reverse the piston, which will cause it to extend out. And then as soon as it starts placing blocks, we'll turn the piston off. How about that? Okay, so off. And we'll do the next layer. This would have taken forever on realistic welding, guys. Probably like hours. Well, probably like 5 times as long. But if I'm gonna, especially if I'm here like watching it, so we can get the nice pretty footage. If I'm gonna set it and go walk away and do something else for a bit, or like go work on a different part of the base, I don't mind if it takes a while. So that's not bad. So I think I could turn it on again. Oh, it's awesome. What we could do is actually build like a spare molar, so we always have one on hand. So even if one's down there working, we just have another one standing by, ready to assist. And then if we need to do like a spot job or something too, we could use him. So if we want to go gather a particular ore from like the surface of the asteroid, or even a different asteroid, we could take him with. See, it's not too bad now that it's just doing the one layer. Always something on that side, huh? Let's go out again. Sizzle. I love the sizzle. So yeah, guys, if there is a mod, or if you can make a mod, or if you know anything about if it's possible to just modify the welding speed of the ship welders without changing the speed of the character welder. He's almost there. Add a bit more. He's just got those outer drills, and then it's probably all the armor there as well. Oh, done. Oh, there we go. Place the drill, or I can place one of them. So, I plan to replace those grinders. I was thinking we could add some more pistons on the top and the bottom for welders. And then have part of it be, the front part be a grinder that would grind off the hand. But the rest of it would be welders. Don't know if that'll fit or reach. And it would be, I think, just one row. So that way we kind of squish in from the sides and then also squish in a bit from the top. I think that might help get those areas that we can't always get either. Well, look at that. He's done. He just has no power. Well, he does have power. Oh no, I'm looking at the drill heads. Weird. If you look in the middle of the drill head, it looks kind of like a thruster outlet. Okay, so we can turn those off. Now the blueprint should have turned off if it was complete. Let's take a look. Control. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff. He's got 2 projectors. Ah, we're missing a small reactor. That's unfortunate. And a camera. But all the armor blocks are done. Okay, so let's which camera are you missing? Maybe this one? Indeed. And also, is that where the reactor's missing? Oh, I think that is because of what we said. So he was attached directly to... oh no, he's attached to the... He's attached to the reactor, and I think the reactor's attached to the cargo container. And I don't think the cargo container could get placed soon enough. But that's okay. I can hit that reactor, so that's good. So let me get all the components I need for that. And then the camera. And then he should be good to go. We can cut him loose. Well, before we cut him loose, we'll connect him so that he can refuel. Why don't we do that now? So connector also. Uranium. I gotta get some uranium out of stuff for him. Okay, no. Let's go there. Inventory. Uranium. Alright, where's all my uranium? Some in there. I need to go get some, I think. Okay, so let's put some in here. Let's put 10 units in there. Let's make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, nobody's pulling it. Good. Okay, so now... Connector. Molar. Lock. And I don't think his reactors are set to do this automatically, but they might be. Yeah, they're all set not to use the conveyor by default. So let's turn that on. And they should fuel up. Okay, let me finish that reactor and we'll see if we can get them going. That's fast. Alright. There we go. So we're done with all this. And now the projector is turned green again, so I think that means it's off. So I think that means we did everything we're supposed to. Projector. Oh, look at all his projectors. That was the one, and yeah, it turned itself off. Awesome. So we can break him free. You're free, Mhler. You live. Again. Alright, I think he's pretty good. A lot of what I didn't think that I did was actually still part of him. And so some of the changes I made, he's got like a couple beacons that I gave him. He's got 2 antennas, just for like spares type stuff. So one of his beacons is set up for Mayday. I don't have that triggered, I don't think. But I have his other one set up for mining complete. So now this one does go off whenever basically his stop goes off. So whenever he's done, he shuts off his thrusters, makes sure all of his gyros are off. Make sure all of his sensors are off so nothing can come back on. Turns off his drills. These are some other gyros that we're not really using, but I was planning to, so they could be removed. The sound block gets triggered. It stops. I don't need that. It stops this program block, which we're going to set up here. So we need a program for that. And then there's stuff on the second page too. So it starts a broadcast on. So that starts broadcasting that mining thing. But it's on a clock. So basically it pulses on. It pulses off for a second every 5 seconds. So it like flashes a little bit just so it's a bit more noticeable that something's going on. So I might not notice the words mining complete, but if they are blinking every once in a while, I probably will. Okay, so he should be good to come out. And this turns off when you start him up again, but I could turn him off manually. Okay. So I think that just got left on. So he should be able to fly out. Good job, Molar. He lives again. There's one problem. One of his sensors isn't done. Tilt down. So I think that's the same kind of problem. It was located in the center of the ship. So let's see if we can reach it with Molar here. Hopefully. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what to do about that. But I'm pretty sure it's located in the center. Unless it's down here. Oh, I know. Smart thing to do. Show it on HUD. Does it have to be on HUD? I don't know. Oh, it's way up there? Okay. That was way off. Alright. We might be able to reach. Might. Yes! We did it! He's trying to get away. Don't you get away from me. Actually, I think we got it. That fast welding speed. Oh god. He's tilting from the center. Gyro. We triggered it, I think. The sensor. Because by default he wants to tilt down, even if he's not detecting anything. Okay, so that, yep, good to go. Alright, so let's get a program block on there. Don't kill me. We should find a permanent home for it, but for now we'll just throw it back on the back of the ship. This is where I had it when I was messing around. And I need steel plate. Okay, so ownership of programmable block changed. Please recompile program. There's no program. So I looked on the workshop, and now I have two. So I've used this guy before, which is by. Say who it's by? It doesn't. I've mentioned it before. I'm sorry, I forgot. This one is by Green Pixel. We're gonna add something here. Butchered by Morilibus, because I'm going to change some things. Okay, so this isn't, I mean, it's pretty short, and I can get the gist of it. So, essentially, you can set the speed for which you want your thing to go at, and he says 0.16 to 1 is equal to 1 meter per second. Perfect speed for drilling is 0.3, so that's what he has it set to at 0.5. So we can leave that. And then the multiplier, I think, is just how much it kind of changes your thrusters. So what this program does is it uses some, like, coordinate tracking to determine how fast your ship is moving. And then based on that information it gets, it sets the thrust override for whatever thruster you tell it to. Now here it just says it has one thruster, and I have no idea how to make it do all thrusters. So I butcher the code because I don't know what I'm doing. And what I do is I copy this, and I do it 7 more times because I have 8 thrusters I want to turn on. Now I know this is not the easiest way to do this. There must be a proper way. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to, oops, I should have done this first. I'm going to change this information because I have my thrusters named a little different. And yeah, so I'm just going to tweak this code and basically destroy it and make it very inefficient and horrible. So I apologize. And you guys could correct me, but from what I could determine, block 0 finds the first block and sets its name. And if I do block 1, it finds the second block and sets its name. And if I do block 2, it does the third and sets its name. So that's the workaround I found to get it to name more than one thruster and set the override on more than one thruster. Because one thruster is not enough to move Mhler, so I need more than one. Alternatively, I could do this, I'm pretty sure you could set this up to change a group, maybe? So, yeah, feel free to correct and provide me with a different way. But I'll get this working, and that's all that matters. Okay, so here we go. I've done it. So I just changed, it searches for a block. I've changed it to search for what I name my thrusters as, the ones I want overridden. And then I have, this will find the first one, this will find the second, third, fourth, but I know this is not the best way of doing this. There must be a way to just find all thrusters with that name and rename them, or a group, but anyway, remember an exit. We could run it once to see what happens. So it takes it figures out where it is, and I think it determines its speed. So what we're going to do is take a timer block, speed program, okay, and we're going to have it trigger itself, which it already is, and then we're going to have it trigger or run the program as well. So this is going to basically keep triggering the program, and we want this to start whenever the ship starts. So as long as this is triggering, and I already set that up to go with the start. I don't know if I set it up for the stop. So broadcast, terminate, I don't think I did. So let's find speed. He's got all out of order when he got built here. So it's like really fun. Speed, there we go. Probably a better idea. So when we turn him off, we can stop that program from cycling. And then we'll still control when his thrusters are on, the same way we always have. So even if this program's running and his thrusters are off, nothing's going to happen. He's not going to try to fly, but if his thrusters are on, he should. So let's see if this actually worked. I haven't tested it this time. But if we do trigger now and then turn on his... Let's not face him towards the ground, shall we? Let's face him off into space. Remote control. Alright. Can we have a camera? His cameras are all messed up still. That's okay. I'll fix those later. Alright. So speed, program, trigger now. And, alright, we already did that. Thrusters, override, on. And what you can see is these thrusters are being like renamed. So if we go to OR thrusters, these guys, right? At the end of their names, you can see they're being changed, except for one of them, which means I probably screwed up in the program. Oh no, there we go. He just wasn't needed. So now if we go into remote control, which we already are, and we look over at our speed, we can see we're moving at 0.2, 0.3. So there we go. And if we wanted to, I think we could speed that up, because he is going quite slow. Maybe that's for the best though. But if we want to speed him up, like it says right there, 1.6 is equal to 1 meter per second. So let's try that. Remember, and now he's going faster. 0.9. 0.9. It's probably about 0.1. It's probably just under. So it's rounding down. All right. Well, there we go. Awesome. Stop it, please, now. So I think we'll end it there. And... next episode, we'll get him going again. We'll throw him down at the bottom. And we can stop that now. There we go. Or I could just hit the objective complete. Yeah, so there you go. When he is finished, this is what he'll do. And if we monitor mining complete, you can see it blink. Alright, so he has a few little hotbar stuff I gotta fix with his camera. And then I'll probably make one more blueprint of him so everything is updated. And we'll try to find a way to hide the computer, I think. Although it's probably perfectly safe here. Just as safe as a camera and his speaker. So yeah, Mhler's back. He's immortal, guys. He can't be killed. He can be destroyed. But we can always bring him back. Alright, guys. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time. Sorry, I suck at programming.